Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been about 3 weeks since I filmed. The first week I was struggling with period cramps. It was like the most awful thing in the world. I was just suffering, and it was the most painful cramps that I've ever had, and I was just going through it to the fullest. And I couldn't even walk down the stairs without wincing in pain, walk down the hall without wincing in pain. The only time that it was okay for me was when I was laying down. That whole week couldn't film. I just was really going through it, and I was like, you know what, I can't sit in front of a camera like this. If I can't even sit right, I have to lay down. I'm not gonna lay down and do a video. No, that's not what we do here. We gotta be active. We gotta be showing you things. We gotta be here present in front of all of you beautiful people. Second week, I was really going through it mentally. I told you guys I have depression and very high anxiety. That week I was just going through it. I was tired of work. I was tired of being home. I was just like really was going through it mentally. And I think that's where I hit my breaking point of being in the house for so long. You know, week 3, we are going through it once again. The world, after hearing about the death and seeing the death of Mr. George Floyd, it was a horrible thing that literally I can't even speak on. I have no words. I'm shocked, and we are tired of it. And that's what this video is going to be about, me talking about it and my thoughts about the whole thing, about not just him, but about the whole movement that is going on right now currently in the world, which is amazing. And I'll get to the amazing part, because some of you are probably like, what the fuck is amazing about it? Do you see these people? I was going to use this video of me coming back on to talk to you guys and introduce you to someone, but yeah, no, that's not gonna happen, because we got some more pressing things to talk about since this world just wants to go crazy. So no, I'm gonna use this video as a way for me to talk about what I'm feeling. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, even though the detail is needed. We need to do better, okay? And that's why this is gonna be the first video that I'm posting in 3 weeks. I had other videos planned, but this is gonna be what's going up, because you know, it's too much. It's honestly too much going on in this world, and we obviously don't understand or don't know how to comprehend how to go about doing things. So that's what I'm coming on here for. First of all, I would like to say I'm a black woman. No, really? Really, Michaela? I thought you were white. I thought you were Hispanic, you know? I'm just a little bit mixed, but you can't tell that by looking at my skin color. You can't. You look at me and you see a black woman. You look at my hair and then you look at my skin color, you see a black woman walking around the street doing God knows what. You just see a black woman. I am a daughter of 2 black African Americans. I have black brothers, black sisters. We are all black, and right now all of us black people are definitely feeling all the emotions, because we felt emotions in the past when this has happened, but I think it's because it's happening again and we're just tired of it, so we're going out and protesting and saying stuff about it. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Now, I live in Chicago, and everybody knows that Chicago right now is really going through it. Going through it in the sense that they are doing too much. Now, I know I'm going to get backlash from it, but I don't care. Because first of all, I get if we're in Minnesota where Mr. George Floyd got killed. I get rioting. I get the outrage. I get it all. I get the outrage here. We need to be mad. We can protest all we want, and I get them saying protesting peacefully has not worked. And so now we gotta fight violence with violence. But that don't work either. That you just wind up having a whole bunch of dead people, having a whole bunch of businesses burned down, windows broken in. I like literally Chicago. I really thought we were better. I thought we were better than this. Listen, and any of these other states and cities too, y'all were probably better than this too. But Chicago, one of the most beautiful cities in the United States, you're ruining it. I get maybe going out for the bigger franchises, but say they got money, they'll pay for it. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. You are really, it started off peaceful, and I was like, yes, Yes, we can. Si se puede. Let's go. But at the end of the day, it didn't end peaceful. It ended with chaos. It ended with the mayor putting on a curfew. It ended with the mayor calling in the National Guard. Like, literally, you guys are doing too much. And then to go today, you're not even in, like, downtown no more. To go and move further south, further to where I live. I'm not saying this about me, but you're moving further this way. You're breaking into Walmart, breaking into another Walmart, breaking into Sam's Club, breaking into these small businesses that have nothing to do with this. Literally breaking into black businesses. Come on now. I'm not saying either side is right or wrong, because yes, the man who killed George Floyd was wrong. The man who killed Laquan McDonald was wrong. The man who killed Trayvon Martin is wrong, and all the other men out there, it's wrong. And that lady, I forgot her name, don't be mad, but that's wrong. It is wrong. But then also at the end of the day, you have to remember, not all police officers are bad. A lot of police officers joined to become a police officer to stop this, to make a change. But no, you plant this one person, and then it seeds into the whole thing. This one police officer that you hate right now, you're putting all that hate on everybody else. I have friends who are cops. I have friends who are becoming cops, who are doing this to change the community, to help. And it's sad. It was sad to see a female and a male police officer get dragged down the street, stealing police officers' horses. Seeing a girl, not from Chicago, but a girl, I forgot where she was from, get pepper sprayed. A little girl. First of all, I think if you can predict that a protest might turn into a riot or might turn violent, don't bring your kid, don't bring your animals. People had animals out there. Like, this is not it. Like, this is not the time nor the place for you to be saying, oh, let me bring my child, let me bring my dog, because I would never bring Nakia into something like that. It's just, we have to think about these things, because you destroying everything is not helping the problem at all. Throwing stuff at people's cars that aren't even cop cars, throwing rocks and freaking burning buildings and businesses. It's like, what are you thinking? I know we're angry, but did you have to do that? And it's funny, on the police side, they blocked Trump Tower, and I know that's where they were trying to go. They wanted to hit Trump Tower, and they had it blocked from all ways. They freaking put up the bridges, and people were thinking that they were trying to keep them in so they could like arrest them and all that stuff. According to Mayor Lightfoot, not saying that was true or not, but she said that LaSalle Street Bridge was down the whole time. People could have got in and out that way. But then you put in a curfew in place while people are still downtown protesting, knowing damn well that not all them people, or most of them people, or all them people are not from downtown. They either took public transportation there or got an Uber, nor public transportation nor Uber was working by the end of the night. And then you put in a curfew, have up all the bridges, and people are like, where are we supposed to go? And it was pretty much like a cat and mouse game, with the police chasing people and catching them. Then what? Now we got 100 people, 1,000 people that they caught and put in jail. It was literally, it kind of looked like a hunt, and definitely it looked like the freaking purge down there. And I was like, listen. And then we got the president over here talking about, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Are you kidding me, my guy? Are you kidding? You're gonna say something like that? So you're basically saying, if you see someone stealing, shoot them on sight. I don't think that's how that goes, but whatever you say, my guy, whatever you say, calm your balls. You don't want to get too rousty, okay? Too rousty. Jesus Christ, like, honestly. And then I already know, like, a lot of people are going to say something about the next point I'm going to say, which is how, I don't know how to put this without people wanting to come for my life. But how are you going to get mad when police officers are killing us when we are killing us? 2 and 2 are the same thing. It's just someone behind a badge this time, and then someone who's not, who has a gun, legally or illegally, but we're still killing each other. I guess the difference is the badge, the difference is the color, but we're still killing ourselves or killing each other. So what is that difference? How come we can't march for Black Lives Matter against gang violence? or gun violence just in general, because there was a whole bunch of deaths in Chicago specifically of people just getting shot, some for no reason. My friend, I'm not going to mention any names, but my friend was shot and killed. She was pregnant with a baby by someone. She was black, they were black. Like, honestly, there is no difference besides the color. But it could have easily been a black cop who pulled out his gun, but it was a white cop, so I get you're mad, but we're killing each other too. So why can't we stop doing that? If we want them to stop, maybe we should stop. I know that's a very controversial thing, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be like, if you're doing it, if you guys are doing it, wow, we might as well do it too. It's just going too far. It is, all of it. And freaking Chicago looks like a war zone. So many freaking cities around here look like war zones, when it could have gone so differently. We could have been fine protesting. It was peaceful. They were marching. The police were just standing there. And then another point, kind of looks like some people are provoking the police. They want them to do something. There was a police officer one day, and this was a day when there was protesting and it was unorganized. They were just out there. The police were out there and they were just standing there. You know, they were standing there. I know most of them, some of them might have wanted to do something, but they didn't. But it wasn't until this black man came up to the police officer, got all in his face, started pushing him and everything. If you don't want the police to do something, then don't provoke them. Sometimes there is provoking happening that causes another thing. There's what is freaking Sir Isaac Newton's thing? There's a reaction to every action. There's an action to every reaction. There's something like that. You get what I'm saying? So you do this action, there's going to be a reaction. And he kept doing it, and so that's the reaction. And then there was a fight downtown between these two girls. The police were doing nothing but trying to break it up. Then somebody hit the police upside the head. So that's when the more police started going at them, because you're doing something. They're trying to break up the fight. That's it. Between us, two people trying to protest, they tried to break up the fight between us. They're not trying to fight us. They're trying to break up the fight between us. Like, you gotta look at it. Are they actually doing something to us, or are they trying to help us? There are times when, yes, because if you look at Mr. George Floyd's video, you see him struggling, you see him asking for help, but that cop was just sitting there with his knee in his neck, not doing anything, seeing how he was being recorded, and didn't do anything. And it looked like he was applying more and more pressure. But then there are some times when cops are trying to help. That cop obviously was not trying to help. Not whatsoever was he trying to help that man. He didn't care that he said he couldn't breathe. He said he couldn't breathe very clearly. But also, think about the bystanders. The bystanders didn't do anything. They just said something. Excuse me. They just said something. But I would have been like, if I was the one recording, hey, he says he can't breathe. Why are you still on his neck? I get not trying to go over there and push the police off of him, because I ain't trying to go to jail either. But that lady or whoever was recording was just standing there. And that's all I heard. She said, oh man, look at him. They're on his neck. Like they choking this man out. But they're not saying anything. Hey, you're on this man's neck. Get off. He said he can't breathe. Can't you hear him? And I'm one who does not like conflict. And I feel other people's emotions. And I feel my emotions starting to come out now, because I'm angry, but I don't want to get too angry to the part where I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. But I also don't want to get angry at the wrong people, because it's not all the cops. It's not. And we got to remember that. We got to bring it back. We got to be there. Think, okay, yes, did this man kill Mr. George Floyd? But did this guy right here, did he kill anyone? I'm going to insert a video right here to let you guys see how this black man had on a free hug shirt, and these SWAT team members were hugging him. And then there's people in the background like, you pussy, like, why are you doing that? Like, listen, did he kill anyone? No. Did he kill anyone? No. You gotta keep it neutral. That's what he was saying. So I'm gonna insert this video right here.
It's not even like that. It's not even like that. It's about staying neutral. That's what's important. That's what's important. So I'm gonna put the nigga, these motherfuckers not saying gotcha. What you say? He killed somebody? Did he kill somebody? Nigga, that fucking squad did that shit. Somebody. Get out my motherfucking family. I see them as human beings, just like I see everybody on this side as human beings. We're all human. His uniform doesn't make him a robot. Just like your uniform, your skin color doesn't make you a criminal.
It was honestly so awesome to see that. Like, you gotta remember, it's not everyone out here like that. It's not. And it's sad to know that some people are raised to hate a certain culture or a certain skin color. It's so sad, and we need a generation who will come and say that's enough. That's enough. And I personally, I said this in a video before, I love freaking all cultures, all colors, all traditions, because I grew up in a freaking neighborhood where there was Hispanics. All Hispanic. I grew up in a neighborhood all Hispanic, and then I moved, and now there's mostly white people in this neighborhood. And then I went to a school, an elementary school and a freaking preschool, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, all of it. Then I go to high school, mostly Hispanic or mostly Latinx. I don't want to say it wrong, don't want to hurt any culture or nothing, but I've seen it all. Then I went away to college, had people from India, I was going to say India and Asia, but then Asia, freaking Europe. There's people from everywhere, the Caribbean. It's so beautiful to see all these people together and go to school and don't give a care in the world. But then I also went to school in the South, and they were so nice out there. Maybe nice to my face, maybe they hated me behind my back, but they were nice. And it's just coming to this point in time where we just need to sit back and say enough is enough. We need to stop now. The things that people are doing, they're going overboard. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for, because you're destroying a city for no reason. For no reason. It's so sad to see that a place I grew up in my whole life, that I lived in my whole life, is literally going to shit. It's going to shit. And it's heartbreaking. All of it. It's heartbreaking, because we need to stop having people killing these young black men for no reason, might I add. So I'm just saying, at the end of the day, I'm a person who sees both sides, and I do support both sides. I support the black side because I am black, okay? And I wouldn't want that to happen to my brothers. I wouldn't want that to happen to my dad or to my kids. And then I support the blue side because, one, I have friends who wear that uniform or are getting ready to wear that uniform. And two, because some of them are innocent. Some of them are trying to make a change. Some of them really want to help. And some of them are just as tired of it as we are. And it hurts. That was my little rant for today. I'm sorry it got a little crazy, but I had to let my piece go. I promise you, this next video I'm gonna introduce you guys to someone. This boy, he is so fine, he's so cute, he got these beautiful green eyes. I just can't wait to introduce you to this little boy, to this fine specimen. He got a little hairy, he a little cute. Oh, I can't tell you, he got beautiful nails. I mean, they kind of sharp, but I can't wait for you to meet this beautiful being and see him and gaze with me in all of his glory, because all his glory. I just met him on May 14th. That was my mom's birthday and my parents' anniversary. Yes, they got married on my mom's birthday. But I just can't wait for you guys to meet him, because he's awesome and amazing. And when he knocked on my door, or when he came to my door, I should say, I was like shooketh. I was like, damn, who is that? And why are you here? It's like, I came here for your mama's birthday. He didn't say that, but he said it. And so now he lives here, and it's amazing, and he gets on my nerves because he's always in my face. So I can't wait for you guys to meet him. We have made it to the end of the video. I know y'all are like, finally. I want y'all to remember to love yourself fully, unconditionally, and unapologetically, because that's how I'm gonna love you, and that's how you should always love yourself. Don't forget to hashtag keep it holy, because if you ain't got God, then who you got? What you got? I want you to love yourself as I love you. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye. Mwah.